Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fit and fine. On behalf of Sophia School, I request you all to stay safe at your home and follow all the guidelines which are required, such as washing your hands and maintaining social distance. Now let us start our today's topic, that is chapter number 5, lines and angles. Topics to be discussed today: definition of point, line, line segment and ray, angle and its types, complementary and supplementary angles, adjacent angles, linear pair and vertically opposite angles. You can see some geometrical figures here on the whiteboard. These are triangles, square and rectangle. What are these figures made up of? These figures are made up of line and angle. And what are these lines and angles made up of? These lines and angles are made up of points. So let us discuss the next concept, that is points. Now the first concept is point. Definition of point. A point is the basic unit of geometry. It shows an exact location. Basic unit means all the geometrical figures, they are made up of points, and it shows the exact location of every figure where it is located. Now some features about the points. The first feature is it is so small that it looks like a dot. Clear? Now second feature is it always denoted with capital letter from A to Z. For example, this point can be denoted as capital A and this point can be denoted as capital B. This one as C. Now as I discussed earlier, the third feature of point is geometrical figure. That is, all the geometrical figure, they are made up of all these points. Now let us move to the next concept. Now the second topic is line. Definition of line. A line is a set of points which can be extended in both the directions. Now see this line. It has many points of it. So that means it has set of points and it can be extended in this direction also and this direction also. Now let us take AB point on it. Now discuss some feature about it so that this definition is more clear to you. The first feature here is it has no definite length. That means this line is not measurable. We cannot measure this line because it is extending this side also and this side also. So it has no definite length. Second feature is no end points. It is extended on both the sides, so there is no starting point here and no end point here. Next is arrows. These arrows represent that this is a line. These arrows are representing this thing also, that is, it is being extended on both the directions. Fourth point is symbol. The symbol of line is this. While naming this line, we can write it as AB or BA or line AB. We can also write the name of a line with small letter. Like this is a line and we can call it as M. So we can write its name as line M. This is another method. This is the first method and this is the second method of giving the name to a line. I think this topic is now clear to you. Now let's move to the next concept. Now the third concept is line segment. Definition of line segment is a line segment is a part of a line and it has two end points. Now see, this is a line AB. Now if I take this much part AB here, so we can say this part is the part of this line. So this is the definition. It is a part of line.
Yes.
And it has two endpoints. That means this is one endpoint and this is the another point. This is the starting and this is the end point. So next, to make it more clear, we discuss the feature of line segments. The first one feature is it has definite length. That means this line segment is measurable. You can easily measure this line segment with the help of scale. Now the second feature is symbol. What is the symbol of line segment? Is this. Now while writing the name of this line segment, how do you write the name of this line segment? It will be AB or BA or line segment AB. Clear to you? So this is the concept of line segment. I think you all understood it. Now move to the next topic. Now the next concept is ray. Definition of ray. A ray is a part of a line. It has one endpoint and moves on endlessly in one direction. Now see this line PQ. If I consider this much part of the line, it looks like this. So we can call this part as the part of this line. So this part is known as the ray. It is a part of line and it has one endpoint. You can see in a ray, this is the one endpoint here. And it goes on endlessly in one direction. It going on endlessly in this direction. Now, some features about this ray. First one is no definite length. This ray does not have definite length. That means it is not measurable because it goes on endlessly this side. So, it does not have a definite length. Second point is symbol. Symbol of this ray is this. Now, when I write the name of this ray, I will write it as PQ. If I write it as QP, this is the wrong method of writing the name of a ray. So, PQ, why? Because this line is extending on Q side. Okay? So, I think this concept is clear to you. Now, move to the next concept. Now, let us take a quick review of the difference between line segment and a ray. On the basis of these points, we can differentiate between these three. The first point is endpoint. In case of line, a line has no endpoint because it extends in both the directions. In case of line segment, it has two endpoints, and in case of ray, it has one endpoint because it moves in one direction infinitely. Now, second point is length. In case of line, it does not have a definite length. That is, it cannot be measured. And in line segment, it has a definite length. That is, it can be measured. And in case of ray, it does not have a definite length. That is, it again cannot be measured. Now the third one is symbol. The symbol of line is this one. Symbol of line segment is this. And in case of ray, the symbol of ray is this. Now you can see the figure of all the three. This is line AB, arrows are here. This is line segment AB, two endpoints, AB line segment, and this is ray AB. You can see here AB. Now the next topic is angle. Definition of angle. An angle is formed when lines, line segments or rays meet each other at a common point. Now see these two rays. This is one ray, this is the another ray. Suppose this point, we call it as B, this point A, and this is the point C. Now here BA is a ray and BC is also a ray. Now these two rays are meeting each other at a common point B. when two rays, same thing is written here, when two rays meeting each other at a common point, then they formed an angle. So here the common point is known as the vertex, and these two rays are known as the arms. Now names of rays, that is BA and BC. And how can you call this angle? This is angle ABC. Angle ABC or angle CBA, or you can call it as angle CBA or angle B. Remember one point here, while writing the name of the angle, always keep the vertex in the middle. Clear everyone? And if it is written M angle ABC, this M means the measure of angle ABC. Suppose this angle is of 60 degree. So we will write it as measure of angle ABC is 60 degree. I think this is clear to you, and this is the symbol of angle. This is symbol of angle. Before the name of the angle, always put this sign. Now we will move to the next concept. Types of angles. On the basis of measure, angles are of 6 types: acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complete angle. The first one is acute angle. An angle whose measure is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is called an acute angle. See an example of angle 65 degree. Next is right angle. An angle whose measure is equals to 90 degree is called a right angle. 90 degree angle you can see on your screen. Next is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle whose measure is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. An angle of 130 degree is an example of obtuse angle. Straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degree is called a straight angle. A straight angle is a straight line. Reflex angle. An angle whose measure is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is called a reflex angle. Angle 240 degree you can see on your screen. Last one is complete angle. An angle whose measure is 360 degree is called the complete angle. The complete angle is always of 360 degree. Now our next topic is pairs of related angles. These related angles, they are based on the earlier angles we were studying. Now the first one is adjacent angle. To explain this angle, now I will show you this figure. See this figure everyone. This is ray OA, this is ray OB, this is ray OC. Now these three rays have a common vertex O here, and in these two angles, this is one angle and this is another one. This is AOB angle and this is COB angle. Now this angle and this angle have a common arm, that is OB, and these two rays are opposite to this common ray. So this is being explained here in the definition. See everyone, two angles are said to be adjacent. These two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common vertex. You can see common vertex here is O, and a common arm, this common arm, that is OB, and their other arms, these two other arms are on the opposite side. They both are on the opposite side of the arm, common arm, and this is the common arm, and these two are on the opposite side. So we can say that adjacent angles are the angles which are next to. This angle is adjacent to this, and this angle is adjacent to this. I think this adjacent angle is clear to you. We will move to the next concept. Now, our next topic is linear pair of angles. You already know what are adjacent angles. See this figure, everyone. This is ray OA, this is ray OB, and this is ray OC. Now all the three rays meet each other at common point, vertex O. This is a common arm, and this angle is next to this angle, and this one is next to this angle. So that means these two are adjacent to each other. But you can see one main thing here, that these two opposite rays, they are making a straight line here. So whenever two adjacent angles, they are making a straight line of angles, and their non-common arm, these two are non-common arms, they are on the opposite side of the common arm and they are forming a straight line, then we can say that these two angles are forming linear pair. So linear pair means the sum of this angle, that is angle AOC plus angle BOC, is always equals to 180 degrees. That means on a straight line, whenever two angles or more than two angles are being formed, the total of that is always 180 degrees according to linear pair. I think this point is clear to you. Move to the next point. Our next topic is complementary angle. For explaining this, let's see this situation. Suppose I take these two angles, and the measure of this one angle is of 55 degrees and this one is of 35 degrees. Now, see the sum of these two angles, that is 55 degrees plus 35 degrees. Now, what is the sum here? When you add the measure of these two angles, you will get 90 degrees. So that means when the sum of any two angles is 90 degrees, then we call those angles as complementary angles. Let's see another case. Suppose in this case, this angle is of 50 degrees and this one is of 40 degrees. When you add these two angles, what is the sum here? Sum is 90 degrees. Again here, this angle and this angle. The sum of these two angles is 90 degrees. That means they are complementary angles. You can say that this angle is the complement of this angle and this one is the complement of this angle. Same way in this case also, this one is complement to this and this one is complement to this. Now comes to the definition. Two angles are said to be complementary angles if the sum of their measures, is 90 degrees. Now this is clear to you. Move to the next topic. Now our next topic is supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. See this situation here. Now suppose I take two angles here. One is of 60 degrees and another is of 120 degrees. Now what is the sum of these two angles? That is 60 degrees plus 120 degrees. Now the sum here is 180 degrees. So that means when sum of any two angles is equals to 180 degrees, then we call these angles as supplementary angles. Supplementary angle means this one is supplement to this and this one is supplement to this. Suppose the measure of one angle is given to you and it has been given that both the angles are supplement to each other. So how will you find the measure of the another one? We will subtract the measure of the first one from 180 degree. We will get the measure of the second one angle. Let's take the second example. Suppose here in this figure, this angle is of 75 degrees and this one angle is of 105 degrees. Now in this case, what is the sum here? 105 plus 75. That is 180 degree again. So we can say that this angle is supplement to this angle and this one angle is supplement to this angle, or both the angles are supplementary angles. So measure of one angle can be easily find out by subtracting it from 180 degree. So let's come to the definition. Two angles are said to be supplementary angles if the sum of their measure is 180 degree. I think the concept is clear to you. Move to the next point. Now the next concept is vertically opposite angles. For vertically opposite angles, see first of all this figure. See these two lines. Let me name it as L and this is as M. Now these two lines intersect each other at a common point O, and these two lines are making angles. These four angles. Suppose this angle is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Now see these two angles A and C. This angle and this angle does not have any common arm, and they are opposite to each other, so they are known as vertically opposite angles. Same way, this angle B and D. This angle and this angle does not have any common arm, and they both have a common vertex, that is O. They are also known as the vertically opposite angles. So when two lines intersect each other at a common point, they are forming the vertically opposite angles. Here A and C are vertically opposite angles, and angle B and angle D are vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are always equal. Clear everyone? So come to the definition here. Two angles formed by two intersecting lines and having no common arm here are called as vertically opposite angles, and always the vertically opposite angles are equal. I think this concept is clear to you. Hope you all understood all the concepts discussed in today's session. If you have any doubt, I will clear it in the next session. Till then, take care and stay safe. Thank you so much.